Spin for today. Let's see. Today we are tackling a coping technique for labor, and that is vocalization. Vocalization is one of those coping techniques that sometimes when I teach in childbirth class, I get looks from my students like, I don't know about that, feels a little uncomfortable, feels a little strange, I don't think I'm going to use that in labor, but I'll learn the technique anyway. But what I hear back from students and doula clients I see in person is that this technique is really powerful. And first I want to show you the technique, or first let's talk about when to use it, and then after that I'll show you the technique. So the best time to use vocalization is when labor is strong and challenging and you are really needing some type of coping technique to help get through the sensation. So vocalization is not going to be your technique that you're going to use at the beginning of labor when contractions are not strong enough that you're going to need any kind of help through them. If you are still able to walk and talk through them, if you're able to distract yourself or just use breathing and be fine, then you're not going to use vocalization. This is going to be a technique that you're going to bring in when things are getting strong. And partners, please know that this technique is something that you can suggest when you see labor being strong. If you see that she's having trouble coping or needing something else, then this is a great technique for you to suggest vocalization. And now vocalization, what it is making a sound with your breath. And a lot of times people find comfort in making a low sound. It's not necessary to be low, but there seems to be more power in a low sound. So with your exhale, when you're, breathing, and I'll put a link to our video about using breath here to find out a little bit more about just breathing exercises that are great for coping techniques. But with vocalization is when you use a sound, and there's something about the vibration of your diaphragm, the ability to use sound during a contraction can sometimes lessen the intensity. It gives our mind something to do where we say to ourselves, okay, I take a breath in and then I make that low sound. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. It is something you can layer on with other techniques. So say you're using some rhythmic, some rhythm, you're maybe slow dancing with your partner. I also have a link to slow dancing I'll put here. So slow dancing with your partner, taking a deep breath in and breathing out and using vocalization. So we're going to use it. It's a technique that we want to use when labor is super strong, probably in our active, our transition labor. And partners can support by using vocalization alongside your partner in labor. And this is what it looks like. So I think, like I said, being low is perfect. We're going to take a deep breath in, and when we breathe out, we're going to make a nice low oh sound. Okay, so it might look like this. Ooh. Notice how I kind of went loose and limp. That's another relaxation that you can kind of pair with it. You might use a nice ah sound like feels a little weird, right? And probably looks a little weird watching me do it. But when you are in labor, making those sounds can start really feeling good. So partners, when you see your loved one in labor, ooh, you can just say next to them, ooh, low, oh, low. Ooh. It also helps you extend that breath out a lot. So fun thing to do when you're practicing your coping techniques, practicing for labor as a couple. You know, get in that slow dance position and you can practice that vocalization, practice those nice low tones. I challenge you to try some higher tones if you're practicing, like a ah, and you'll see that it doesn't give you that same grounding feeling, that same coping kind of just grounded feeling as those nice low tones. But don't discount this method because it feels weird before when you're in labor, because it is super powerful. I see so many people really find it comforting, find it able to really bring power and comfort in labor. And again, partners, you're going to be making those nice low O's and ahs and oohs right next to your partner, and it helps them not feel weird and not feel self-conscious and really find the benefit of using vocalization in labor. So think about it, put it on your list of things to do in that active and transition in coping techniques. All the other coping techniques that we have covered so far, again, are going to be found in that Birth A to Z free resource, video resource that you can get in below. We also have a free cheat sheet for physical comfort in labor that you can grab and have that at the ready for when you pack your bags for birth. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, subscribe if you want notifications of our next video, and have a great day. Bye guys.